Welcome to At the Buzzer. We have a founder here, Ephraim Turner, co-founder and director of player safety, Russell Turner. That's myself. We wanted to make an address to the league, to NBS, to all the players, coaches, and GMs. Ephraim, did you want to start with your bullet points?
No, man.
Okay, well, one of the first points we want to make, we want to address the Reese situation straightforward, head on. I would first like to say that as co-founder and director of player safety, the safety of our players and our visitors and the community as a whole is one of our number one priorities. I want to clear up some of the hearsay that I currently have seen on the page recently. First, I want to say that Reese is not banned for a lifetime. There's not a lifetime ban. There's a lot of hearsay, a lot of he say, she say going on the page, but that is not true. However, the actions that Reese decided to make last Sunday are going to face consequences, and that's just needed. I know a lot of you all look at things from a basketball and a player perspective, and we think that that is awesome, but we also have to look at this from a business and community perspective as well. So there will be a consequence that Reese will have to face. We will come up with that together as a board, but we feel like, a lot of the negativity that is on the page is really uncalled for, unprofessional, rather childish. So, Ethan, did you want to direct anything, talk more about the negativity that people are putting on the page in relation to, the Free Reese campaign, right, and also as a whole in general, because this is not what NBS stands for. We don't stand for negativity, and we do promote safety, with our players and with our league and, within the community. We want to be a community-oriented league, family-friendly, so we definitely can't have violence going on. So I hope that you all understand that. But that's, every action does, negative action is going to have a consequence. Regardless of what has happened in the past, we are growing, we are learning from past mistakes. We cannot let something like that go forward without any type of consequence. I personally want to address some of the comments made on the page that kind of directed towards the front office. First, I want to say that the front office and the players, GMs, coaches, we are all one unit. We are not against the players. This is not players versus front office. A lot of people within the NBS organization have kind of put that connotation, negative connotation, on our league. That is not who I am. This is not who my husband is, and it's not what we stand for. We are behind our players 100%. Without our players, there is no league. So there is no, we are one unit. We need to come on one accord. So a lot of the things that are being posted on the page that is negatively directed towards the front office, I just want to personally say that I have never disrespected anyone in this league. I've never cursed at anyone in this league. And I really don't appreciate that if you are going to make, a comment or concern, I think that you need to do so in a more professional manner, a respectful manner, and you don't need to come on the page just totally cursing us out, calling us, the N-word and all of these other things that we don't do in return to you all. So, I feel like if respect is going to be given, respect needs to be, received as well. So that's one thing that I completely disagree with, and we're going to ask for you all to think about your responses and your comments before you decide to post them on the page. Go ahead, Eve.
Especially the way y'all pretty much disrespect each other. That's like, that's like a low blow. And, I look at it like, when y'all go about talking about NBS not doing that, NBS not doing this, it's like y'all coming at me as a whole, because pretty much I came up with NBS, and when you come at NBS, you coming at me, so it's like a disrespect towards me.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if y'all got any problems or anything, y'all ain't got to broadcast to down the
It
crowd.
don't have to be on the page.
I'm a phone call away, an inbox away.
Regarding the Reese
mean,
situation,
and we can sit down like civilized young men and adults about the situation or anything. When I talk to Reese about the situation, he understands everything. You know what I'm saying? He understands.
It's not something that we really had to come
Right.
to the whole league and address and tell you all what his punishment was, what was going on. A lot of the things that you all have put on the page is strictly hearsay, strictly gossip, and it's very messy. I'm the director of player safety, and I have not received not one inbox of anybody inquiring the factual information of what was going on with Reese. So for anyone to put anything on the page and they don't know the facts, you're acting, it's out of ignorance. You don't know what's going on. You're acting out of emotion, and it's really tearing down our league. It's really not working in the favor for Reese. Those of you who think that you are helping Reese, you really are not helping Reese, and you're not helping the league. Right. What it looks like that our league lacks self-control. It looks like our members lack self-control. We are very disrespectful. We don't respect each other. We're not one unit. We're not one body. And a house divided cannot stand.
Exactly.
So as long as we're divided, as long as it's them against us against them, him against her, what have you, we're going to fall apart. We have to get past that. We're all adults. Anyone is welcome to come to me, to come to Ephraim if they have any questions directly. You don't always have to go on the page and get this audience or rally behind you. We're all men, we're all women. So if you have a concern, the professional way to bring that concern to our attention is to just come to us. We've discussed this with, player rep, Charles, aka Ward. We've discussed it with him. He feels, where we were coming from, with everything as far as saying we have to initiate, some type of corrective action. Again, that is not a ban. We really, as far as with them boys and Reese, we feel like they, are usually a very team-oriented team. We feel like Reese is usually, a great player, a great role model for the league. We respect Reese's game. We respect him as a person. And, we would like to see Reese, stay a part of the league. But no matter who it is, we have to exercise some form of corrective action if violence is taking place. We have children there. We have, we have a community standard to uphold as a community league. We don't want to be the face of negativity. We don't want people saying, oh, here comes MBS. Oh, don't rent your facility out to them. They're rowdy, they're wild, they fight, they're violent. We don't want that name. We don't want that negative connotation on MBS. We thank everybody for, helping the league to grow. We know that so many of you have volunteered. We appreciate you all. But in the same token, we have to respect one another. We have to come to each other respectfully. Ephraim, do you have anything else to add to that?
You pretty much stated that.
Because and that's pretty much where we're coming from on that. Ephraim, did you want to address? Do you have anything to address on the page? If not, if everyone is kind of understanding that we are trying to, we understand that people are going to get emotional. We understand that, you may curse here and there. You may disagree with a call. We understand that we are human. But it should not get to the level where, it's becoming physical. It should not move from verbal to physical. And, somebody has to be the bigger man or woman or person, and understand, and exercise some type of self-control. And, just kind of take wear somebody your shoes for a moment and understand, as a business, the facility owner, we have to respect his facility, because that's our reputation, that's our name out there.
Exactly.
We want to go to another facility. Hey, they may call the previous facility and say, how was the league there? Were they respectful? How was it? So and also, Ephraim, I know you wanted to touch base on as far as the children in the facility. We wanted to make a short address regarding that.
I want to take care of that.
Okay, well, as far as the children's facility, we want to be a family-oriented facility. We definitely want to be, a league. We want the children to be there. Our issue is when parents bring their children in to the gym, and then they go one way and they allow their children to go another way. Now there is no parental supervision. Again, it is our job as a league to ensure everyone's safety. If a child is, gets hurt or what have you, they're not being supervised. And then also we have to respect the fact that, this is not MBS's facility. We are not the only ones, that has time there. There's other organizations, other sports. You guys know about the volleyball league that's there. We have to respect them, just as they respect us. Just as they respect us. We don't have volleyball players, coming onto the basketball courts in the middle of the game. We should not have, children of the fans of MBS, or players of MBS, any children, period, going onto the volleyball courts, hanging on the nets, and all of that. We've spoken to, several parents within the league and fans, and it just keeps on reoccurring. We don't want to have to issue any type of, action against that. So we just ask that everyone control your children, keep your children with you. We understand, it's 5 hours of gameplay. It gets, kids get antsy, but for the most part, they should be in the general vicinity of you as a parent. They shouldn't be on the other side of the gym or, running and playing while you're over in the stands watching the game. So, and that's just general parenting. I don't know what else I can say about that, but we definitely have to get the children under control.
Right.
You have any other bullet points, Stephen?
No. Just respect each other as young men. That's pretty much it.
Yep, I agree. Okay, so with that, we're going to end this address. If we have no more topics, we're going to end the address. And we're going to let Dennis Thompson take over with At the Buzzer and Sweet Stats. Thank you.
All right, what's going on, MBS? Dennis Thompson, director of media for Nothing But Skills Hoop League. I'm here with your Week 3 previews. Here we are. Court 1 at 4 p.m. We have the Noles take on the Warriors. Court 1 at 5 p.m. We have Phenom versus the Thunderbirds. We have at 6 p.m. Court 1, we have the Mob take on the Bears. This should be a good matchup. I really look for Mikey J's ball club to come out and to play good. They got a good win against Greatness on Sunday. The Bears are currently 2-0. They came out this week at number 5 in the power rankings. Shout out to Coach Willie and the job that he's doing with the Bears. This should be a great and intense game. Also, Court 1 at 7 p.m. Outkast versus the Rock Boys. Outkast, they currently sitting 0-2. This Mr. Big Shot, the Splash Brothers, where they been at these first 2 games? I haven't seen them. I don't know where they at. EJ, where are you at? This live performance that you played for the NBS Sunday after Sunday, week after week last season, where is EJ at these first 2 games?
He's missing in action.
And Reggie, he had 6 points in week 1. Didn't even have 10 in week 2. Where is Reggie at? He said, and he issued a guarantee this week that he would personally put up 40 points against the Rock Boys on Sunday. I personally think that Reggie is talking crazy.
Last season take a toll?
I don't know, did it? But what I do know is that the Rock Boys are ready this season.
Yeah.
Jordan Jones and Antoine Harris and Gerard Jones were great additions to the Rock Boys ball club. And Charles White and Corn Jones and Daryl Herring got those guys really on one accord. They came out, they played an aggressive game Sunday and really took it to the Cobras on Sunday. The Cobras were in the game for maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes of the game. Then, it was all Rock Boys the rest of the way. They really had no answer for Jordan Jones on the glass. Twine Harris, he got going, and there was really no answer, So shout out to the Rock Boys staff. Job well done, coming out number 3 this week in the power rankings. So shout out to Charles White and the Rock Boys staff. Good job over there. At 8 o'clock, Court 1, we got No Limit versus the Vets. You know, again, the Vets, you know, they're known for responding, but I'm not seeing that veteran style of ball, that scrappy, that tough physical style of ball. You know, they need a big man. You know, that's what they need. They got great guard play. You know, Jay Bliss is doing what he can do. He's jumping out the gym. You know, but they need a big man. Anthony Smothers, you need to take this time and find you a big man. You know, you need a big man. You need a big man or your season is going to struggle. You're going to struggle if you do not find a big man. No Limit. You know, great team. You know, they came out. They talked a lot of trash. You know, and Coach Love, he don't like people talking trash about their ball club. You know, and they came out and responded. So shout out to Fast Forward. But, you know, No Limit sits at 1-1. And the Vets are 0-2, so, you know, who knows what can happen in this cross-conference game. Court 2 at 4 p.m. This is another great game. Fast Forward versus the Monstars. Monstars come in 1-1. Fast Forward comes in 2-0. Fast Forward comes in number 2 this week in the power rankings. Monstars come in at number 7. Coach Rusty, he kind of called out Coach Love earlier in the year. And Coach Love issued a guarantee, says that his club remembers who talks trash about Fast Forward. So I look forward to this being a great game. Game 2, Dynasty versus the Cobras. I don't know what's going to happen in this game, you know, but I do have some breaking news for you. You know, straight from Dynasty front office. I was told that DC decided to opt out of his contract with them boys and to return to Dynasty. Now, I have to address this because Prince, this is the same man that called DC a coward. You know, he said that he was a bum. You know, he talked about his integrity as a man. You know, he clowned him as an individual. You know, he really belittled DC as a man. You know, in DC, he stated his reasons for leaving. Now you kind of go back on your word and go back to the team and play for an owner who just disrespected you as a man. I mean, you had plenty of teams that could have used your services. You know, you could have went to the Rock Boys, could have potentially put the Rock Boys over the hump into an official championship contender if you would have joined that ball club. No Limit. They need a small forward, that glue guy to kind of bring it all together. You know, who else? Greatness. You could have went to Greatness. They need that extra star. But you go against all odds and go back to Dynasty. DC, I'm your boy, but you know, straight from the office of the media, I don't understand that move. You know, you owe the league an explanation for that. I mean, I don't get it. Why did you go back to Dynasty after and play for an owner, you know, who questioned your integrity as a man? I don't get it. So, you know, moving right along, them boys versus the Pirates, game of the week. You know, Trav, he called this team out in the offseason. He said, we want to play them boys. Give us them boys. Give us them boys. You know, the Pirates wanted them boys, and they got them. So, yeah, them boys are going to come out without Ike, but hey, they still have a lot of talent on this roster. You got Mike Cove. Will Sims and Chris Riley are the best big man combo in the MBS. You heard it here straight from the office of the media. DeAndre Hall is the MVP. John Cantrell is, you know, he's JC. What can he do? You know, he can do it all. He can run the point. He can play the 2. He can play anything between 1 to 4. You know, Tim Williams, one of the best players in the entire MBS. You know, he's played at the next level, played college ball. So shout out to them boys. You know, shout out to Trav. You got your wish. You know, but we're going to see how this game all plays out on Sunday at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. NWO versus the Ballers. Coach Polk, he going against the old schools. They just signed State. David Stevens, he was a great addition. He played great in that Warriors game on Sunday. So we're going to see how this game plays out. 8 o'clock, Court 2, we have Greatness versus the Legends. Both of these teams come in at 0-2. Both of these teams are looking for answers. Both of these teams came into the season with high expectations. You know, this is a rivalry between Coach Fain and Coach Thompson.
So what's going on with the Legends?
The Legends, Well, the legends. We came in with the Rock Boys. We blew a game. We had the game won. We was up 16. You know, they played a good game. We got complacent. We played a lot of one-on-one ball. We stopped playing team ball, and you know they got it done. You know, against the Pirates, we ain't take them serious. Just point blank serious. We ain't take them serious. And they came out and played. And when we came out in the second half and played legend style of ball, we played the game that we wanted to play, force the issue, get turnovers. The game was already out of reach, but you know we didn't take them serious. That's what happened. We didn't take them serious. You know, I got to be better as a coach. My point guard has to be better. He has to make better decisions. You know, we just overall as an entire ball club from top to bottom. You know, we just got to be better. You know, we have high expectations. We're a pretty good roster. You know, from top to bottom, from point guard to center, we have the pieces. We just got to put it together and make it work. And we're going to be looking forward to see what happens on this week when Greatness takes on the Legends in this matchup with both of them. Somebody has to lose. Somebody has to win. Who's going to move to 1 and 2? Who's going to fall to 0 and 3? But I do know that the team that falls to 0 and 3 should be looking to make some moves before the trade deadline. This is all I have from week 3. This is Dennis Thompson, Director of Media. Roswell Turner, Director of Player Safety. Ephraim Turner, founder of MBS, saying less talking and more balling. See you next week at the Buzzer.
She's going to put the camera on her.
I know, I trained it. Is it all?
Yeah, I talked about them.
You talked about them hard, DC. I was like, yes.